Culture Pavilion in Davos. Really pleased to be joined now by Julia Bossmann, the founder of Synthetic Insights.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you for inviting me.
So you're passionate about artificial intelligence.
Yes,
Tell me why.
Absolutely. I actually started out with human brain sciences in psychology and neuroscience. And at some point I realized that now we can build machines that can exceed the cognitive capacity, the reading speed, memory of humans. And the prospects of that are just amazing, because when we think about what we have in the world, pretty much all of around us here is built by our intelligence, and because we could do science, communicate and build things together. So when we can exceed our humans' limits of that, we can only imagine what else we can discover and build, and how our society might look like.
So tell me what your company does.
So we do artificial intelligence for a scientific process. Right now there are millions of papers out there because the rate of publication in academics has increased at an exponential pace. There's 25 million papers just in the medical literature, with one paper being added every minute.
Right.
So no human can read them all. So we are building a machine that can read them at a faster pace than any human can, and that can then extract the results in a machine-readable format to see the larger patterns and put the insights together.
Interesting. So you could potentially put different scientists together who hadn't known about each other.
Right. So a cancer researcher, for example, everyone sees a piece of the puzzle, but nobody can read every paper on cancer and all the biomedical literature and chemistry and so forth. So the hope is that we might make some new discoveries as soon as we have a system that can do that.
Fantastic. Tell me about some of the things about artificial intelligence, the discussions that have been happening here.
I was actually positively surprised by the scientific debate and the technological debate in Davos here, because it is on the map. It was definitely on the radar today and this whole week, that artificial intelligence is a big topic, and that it is going to lead to an accelerating change in technology, and by that also potentially in our society. On one hand, of course, there's a lot of talk about replacing work and how lots of work will fall away, and whether we should hang on to the idea of the 40-hour job, or do we need to replace it with something else? Does this invention of the previous industrial revolution, where then everyone worked 40 hours a week, is that still feasible in the future, or how is that going to change? And then the other debate was about the entirely new concepts and projects that we can have with artificial intelligence, because it doesn't just replace human cognitive work. It can, as I said before, also go beyond the human cognitive work.
Tell me about the Hippocratic Oath for artificial intelligence engineers.
Yes, so this is something that was hotly debated at a dinner with Nobel laureates yesterday. And the idea is that in our age, with such rapid technological change, science is no longer morally neutral. We might think about whatever a researcher does, they are not operating in a vacuum. They are very interconnected with the rest of society and the world. So it may make sense that just like a doctor does a Hippocratic Oath that he will do no harm, that he will communicate and keep the patient in mind and so forth, formulate a similar one for scientists, and then also, which is very close to my heart, the one for artificial intelligence engineers. So that everyone who's working on building artificial intelligence self-imposes rigor and care to making sure that we build the type of AI that will benefit humanity and not go awry.
Julia, thank you very much for stopping by the Hub Culture Pavilion here in Davos, and I'm Edie Lush.
Thank you so much.